So we are doing equip item. We're doing this equip item. We are adding and equipping. So now we have to do on item equipped. Huh? And we need to call it. We need to call it on self, and we need to input inventory and slot. So we need to notify that this item got equipped in this specific slot. Now, slot is new thing here, and we need to know in which slot we got equipped, because based on that slot, we might want to do something different. Like if the slot is active weapon, we want to actually put it in the hands of the character. But if the slot is just, weapon 1, weapon 2, or something like that, inactive slot, we might want to just display it somewhere. So previously in tutorials, I made like a very complex logic about how to do Counter-Strike type inventory and equipment, where you have like slot 1 weapon, so the primary weapon, then you have a secondary weapon, then you have like knife, grenades, and other stuff, but you have also active weapon, which is like an active slot that you can switch with weapon to. So in this case, what I want to do is to also track in which slots we are actively in. And I need to track it in, well, I don't need to track it in the weapon. I can always track it in the inventory. But I should probably track it in the weapon. I'm gonna make a decision in a moment. Okay. So we are calling this on item equipped. Is there anything else we need to do? Like, is only same slot? If true, then do. Okay, this is just an error check. And if this is valid, then we want to unequip. But if it is not valid, so doesn't have item in slot, we want to go around this unequip. And we still want to do this add. And then we just want to call event dispatcher. And on event dispatcher, we can attach item, or we can do some other stuff. Now, in here, we have active equipment slot. Okay, this is a mapping, therefore it's not really replicated. So every time we do an equip here, we're gonna have to also notify about the equipment state our owner, which means that in here I'm thinking. We want to update equipment list. Okay, we want to update equipment list, and this is replicated, and it runs only on the owner, because equipment is relevant only to the owner, really, like access to equipment. Access to inventory is relevant to everyone, but equipment not necessarily. So update equipment list, this is reliable, public on owner only. Therefore, because it's owner only, only the server can execute it. And we want to say slot, which is, oh, let's make it item, and let's make slot, and this is gameplay tag. Mm, mm, and now we can, why not? Let's actually go to data, make a new enumerable. I hate to use those, but it makes sense here. E update action. And it's a very simple one. We're just going to have two values. It's add and remove. Okay. And we go here and we want to add update action. Okay. Compile. Switch. And we have add and remove. So on add, we want to take our equipment slot and want to add exactly slot an item, and we want to remove this slot. On client update equipment. And we want event dispatcher saying equipment slot updated. And we're going to say action. And we're going to say slot. Which is a gameplay tag, and we might want to even add one more, which would be item. And let's just make actor reference. Okay. And we want to call, and we want to call, and this will be add this item, this slot, this action, and this will be remove this slot. Oh, okay, then I don't really need to do that, because yes, that's the item that gets removed. So both executions connect to this one. Okay, let's move it out of the way and let's change this color to blue, because that's an RPC action. Maybe let's soften this blue a bit. Oh, like this. Okay, update equipment list. Let's go here and let's call it in the item component. in here, inventory, update equipment list. And this reliably replicates only if server, which we are. We are always on authority. So this will update on client. Okay, so equipping slot. Item is actually owner of this component. That's the item. That's the inventory. So this is like all, and this is add. So this got added. This will be called before this, so that's okay. And that also means we will be able to do all actions from the level of the item and handling of those event dispatches. So we will be able to handle it from here because items updated and equipment slot updated is super handy because we got like all the information about what happened to our inventory. And we can even like script actions based on item types, etc. Okay. We're not going to handle attaching to actor and like predefining sockets. Like some people suggest that I should predefine sockets and actually already handle attaching items to sockets. But that doesn't really make sense because sometimes you will use sockets, sometimes you will use virtual bones. Sometimes you have items that get, when they are not active, they stay on your back, but when they are active, they go into your hand. It's a mess to track exactly where the items are. Okay. I also want to handle items inside items. So items attached to items. So like scopes and modifiers of a gun attached to a gun. But let's finish equipping first. So this is this should be enough to call on item equipped. Let's do unequip. Let's see what do. Oh, and one more thing. Only accept same slot. Now, I would like to have a definition of slots. I hate structures. I hate structures. Why? I don't want to, but that would make sense. Okay, so a structure which would be called equipment row or just equipment. Yeah, row, whatever. Structure. And that would have an ID, which is gameplay tag. Ooh, or maybe instead of structures, I could just use data assets. You would define slots as data assets because they're predefined by the developer. Usually they don't get constructed at runtime. But if it's a structure, you could add slots at runtime. You could limit them and unlock them as the game progresses. which is kind of cool idea. And data structures would require to have very specific data structure. And then it would be a refer. Yeah, the data structures are project-wise. They can't be instanced. Okay. So we have this. Item, which is actor. Object reference. And then we have um, I don't know how to call it. Active slot. How to call it? No, I hate structures so badly. I hate them so badly and want to avoid them at all costs that I will make a new variable instead here. And I'm going to say cosmetic slots. Or non-active slots. Yes. And I need already custom event. Update shortcut list. Item. Then the second one will be slot, which is gameplay tag. And the last one will be action, which is same as here. So update action. Okay. Unloading client reliably. And we are doing exactly the same second time, except that this is now this. No, not like this. Oh, like this. And this, and this, and that. Wait, cancel. I can just copy color from here, can't I? Oh, drag and drop color to save. Thank you. Yeah, and I can just go here and now click this. Okay. Okay, so now we also have to say, do we want to active slot? Are we equipping in the active slot? So no. Wait. We got identifiers. Those identifiers can accept different. Should I use names for equipment? No, I shouldn't. But I should have. No. Okay, I just thought about something. It's gonna be a nightmare to work with this. I'm going to have to make a structure. Mm, yeah. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm, mhm. Yeah, let's make them shorter. Just ID, name. Now we need accepted item types, and this is gameplay tag array. Because this is the kind of item this slot has, and this will be active slot, which is pool single value. And this should be enough for now. Oh, of course, and item reference. Oh no, that can be a mapping. This could be a key, and item can still be a mapping, and we won't have to. Yeah, that's gonna be better. We won't have to. How do I remove this guy now? Oh, okay. We can still do a mapping where this will be the ID, and it will point to an item. Therefore, we won't have to update the entire table. Okay. Okay, I'm going to now break everything because instead of gameplay tag, it's going to use equipment structure. Yes, I understand the change. I understand. I just broke it. Yeah. Uh, oh, I can't make a map. Are you kidding me? Mm. Can I make a map that is gameplay? Come on, stop. I don't care. And make this a map. Yes, change value. And make this a map of equipment structure? I can. But that doesn't solve my issue. My structure needs to be the key. Uh, uh, nah. Okay. I will gonna have to set member. Um, item reference, which is an actor reference. I hate it. I bet we can do something better in C++. So it's just an array. Change variable type, yes, and change it to equipment structure. Thank you. Change. For each with break. When this is equal this. When this is equal this, we found ourselves an item, which means that we want to get this. This promote to local variable, say it found item, and we need to check if it's valid. As a no, not this valid. This is valid, and promote to local variable. And we want to break it. So when this is valid, we want to complete and say we found this actor and there is an actor. Yes. Okay. So get item in slot works. Let's get back to item. Okay. Equip item. We have inventory, equip in slot. Item is this item. Only accept same slot. Doesn't make any sense anymore. Okay, let's redo it step by step. Has authority, of course. Error out. Can be equipped. Of course, we need to check. Error out if not. And I don't know what I'm doing here, so let's just get started. So, first of all, from this inventory, we need to get in slot. And this is equipping slot. This is first check we need to do. Basically, if there is already an item, we want to do what we did before. Oh, so nothing really changed. This, and this part is the same. So get item in slot. Okay, this is completely different. Mm, we need new function. Mm, server add item to slot, and we don't have to make it replicated because it should be called only by the server, because we're going to operate on a replicated variable, because we are going to replicate this only to owner, to just at least minimize it a bit. Okay, so add item to slot is going to take this equipment slot, and it's going to take item, which is an actor, and it's going to take slot, which is a gameplay tag. Mm, hmm. I'm thinking about something like, if in this item component we have those just name tags, why don't we, where are they? Those tags, item tags. Do we really need item type? We could just use tags. This is like a category. Hmm. Mm. Mm. Oh, okay. For each loop, we are looking for split structure pin ID to be equal slot, and when it is equal slot, we want to make, no, we want to actually take this and want to set array element of this index, if it does exist, of course, of the same item ID, same array name, same everything, but the item reference is item. And when this happens, damn it, for each with break, you can break. This is slot, then set this as it was, except ignore completely this one. Okay, and we don't care about completion. We don't care about anything. It just adds item to slot. Um, and now this literally adds item. Now we should do checks here. Or we should have two more functions that are same as this one, except a bit different. That we want to add items, but making sure that they fit with the tags. Yeah, for now, let's just check this one if it works correctly. Okay, and on completion, we just call this, and this is still called on server, which is great. It added, slot is slot, and item is item. Okay. Remove item from slot. Same as here, item and slot. Okay, and again, we are taking all of this and we are saying for each with break. To split, and when ID is equals slot, we want to do an action. And we want to take our equipment and say set member, set array element, size to fit, that's the ID, item ID, name, everything is the same, but item reference becomes nothing, and we break the loop. Editor preferences, and I need to see arrow, throw midpoint arrows. Thank you. That helps. Now you see exactly the direction. And call equipment slot updated, and we are saying action remove, and it removed. We don't even have to have this item. We can just have remove item from slot, and we just have slot. And here we have local item that we can reference to before we clear it, and we can say it was this item. And remove is the action. Okay. So now here, instead of calling this, we're taking inventory and we're saying Yeah, we're not updating this. Okay, what we want to do is say update equipment list. Equipment slot. There we go. Get owner is the item. And action is add. And then we call on item equipped. Oh, okay. And this, oh no, it's not this. It's add item to slot. It's public. Equipment add item to slot. Why I cannot see it? Okay, there it is. And slot and item. Okay. Okay, for now it works like this. We're gonna modify it later because I want to have, like I said, this Counter-Strike where thingy where you can equip items in slots, and those slots are just occupied by an item, but it's not an active slot. Maybe you can figure something better with C++ that we can't do here. Okay, let's do unequip. Obviously inventory. Slot. Okay. Okay, equip was like this. Authority can be equipped. Okay, so we're doing the same. Authority, print string, only server can unequip item you dummy. Of course, you can do those like any those functions have this like server authority node here. We can do that in C++. We can't do that in blueprints, unfortunately. This authority only flag. And those functions will not need this. Instead, they will have this flag, and they will simply not work without authority. Okay, new function can be unequipped. What caps? And pure. Ah, misclick. Okay. Okay, branch. So we need to get inventory. We need to have remove item from slot. Slot is slot. Mm-hmm. Uh, yeah, we have to pass forward everything. As it's the same inventory, of course. So equip was doing this and it was adding to slot, that's it. Okay, we're doing the same, removing from slot and just even dispatcher on item unequipped, and it will have same as here, so inventory equipment slot. Gameplay tag. Okay. Call, but first we'd also have another copy of inventory, and we want to do call equip update equipment list. Yes, it's this one. No, equipment slot updated. Oh, remove item from slot already does that, and other item to slot already does that, so I don't have to do that. Okay, I don't have to do anything like that. I just have to say remove item from slot. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, just remove it from the list and call on item unequipped, and this calls in inventory this. What happened to what slot, what item? Mm, mm. Get slot data row. Mm, slot is gameplay tag. That's going to be another helper function. And what we want to do is actually just get Oh no, we need to do for each with break standard. And we want to break this structure and want to compare if this is equal slot, and if it is, then we want to store this and say full structure, and from this full structure we want to go to break. Okay, and now we want return and want this full structure single row and just say equipment row. So now we can get specific row for specific slot. We can always get just all of them by just getting the variable. Okay. And because this variable is replicated, it gets automatically called. I don't need to do any RPC calls. Okay. That is it for now. Let's test it over. Let's go to maybe polygon prototype meshes. Nah, props. Yeah, let's make some items. Let's go here. Let's make some items. Blueprint class. Let's make it an actor. It is BP underscore test weapon. And then we are going to create two child actors, which will be called BP test rifle. And we're going to make another one, which will be called BP test pistol. And we're going to make templates folder because I want to separate this weapon, because with those stackables I had issue where this is actually a template for all those, which kinda sucks. So let's not mess this up again. Okay. Test pistol, test rifle. Okay, what I want here is just a skeletal mesh. Oh, no. Never mind. I shouldn't open this pistol. Let's open the original one, the template. Let's open this one. Let's add here a skeletal mesh. Let's call it gun. Do we have a rifle? We do have a rifle. That's great. You are now scene root, and you are a static mesh. Skeletal mesh. Okay, that's even better. You can still simulate physics. Let's actually see your skeleton. It's absolutely empty. That's interesting. I didn't know you can have that. Uh, anyway, that's cool. We just need to add an item component. And for that item component, let's think. It is non-stackable. Default actor tag is gun. We need some gameplay tags. Let's make some gameplay tags. Project setting. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, gameplay tags, manage gameplay tags, add a new one, and we want to add equipment slot dot, let's add it here, equipment slot primary weapon. Mhm. Okay, and I want to add another slot, equipment slot secondary weapon. And I want to add a third slot, active weapon. And let's see how easy it will be to set it up. Primary, secondary, and active. Okay, so we got 3 slots of our equipment. So 2 of them are shortcuts, 1 of them is actually an active slot. And for items, I want to have item, and I want to have new subtag, and I want to have weapon, primary, I don't know, rifle. And I want to have subtag set weapon secondary pistol. Okay. So now in this weapon, I'm not going to set up any of those really. Do I need to set up something in event graph? For now, probably not. Yeah, I'm gonna have to set up on equip, etc. And we're gonna see if it works. But first, we're gonna have to go here, here, items, and we're going to say test pistol. And guess what? We're going to have to change this gun to be a pistol. Okay, great. Test rifle is stasis rifle. Okay, so let's edit them. Test pistol, going to say here pistol 9mm. Let's say item slot. Item type. Item type is item, weapon, secondary pistol. Item tags is pistol, 9mm, so it could use specific ammo, for example, and consume specific ammo, and gun or weapon. Secondary. Item ID can be empty, so it's going to get randomized, not stackable one by one, and nothing else matters. Oh, test weapon actor, replication, net load on client, no chance, replicate movement, replicate, uses owner relevancy. That's it. Gun, replicated component. Otherwise, it will not be able to get dropped or anything like that. Okay, updated, update. Okay, now the rifle. Rifle is going to be called rifle 5. Doesn't matter here. 556. Let's say item type is rifle. Weapon. Ammo 5.6mm. Then we want to add primary rifle. I don't know. Should be enough. What do we have here? Weapon, secondary pistol. Okay. Nine space between. Whatever. Okay. They're close enough. Non-stackable 1-1. Um, should they simulate physics by default? Probably. I don't care. Simulate physics, yes, why not? Let's set it in the primary gun, not here. Let's set it here. Simulate physics. Okay. So when I now drag those two here, and this one here as well, I can take clicking from this. Oh, did I move clicking from here? Change visibility, handle. Yeah, those are all that debug stuff I don't really need. I think I did move here, the clicking. Yes, I did. Okay, that's great. Pick up item if it's an item. So that should already work on our two new items. Oh, it didn't. Oh, okay. Let's close this. Let's close this. Uh, okay, block all. No. Uh, oh, I guess they might not have a physics body. Let's use a box. Yeah, amazing collision. Thank you. Uh, wait, there is physics already. It's not even half terrible. Physics pistol. Is it assigned here? Mm, okay. I want to just say Fizz prop rifle one. It already had one. Yeah. Okay. So there are physics assets. So what was he whining about? Body is set to simulate physics, but collision enable is incompatible. Okay, so I just change collision. That should be enough. Let's see. Mm. Okay, block all. Uh, yeah, okay. They should have now collision working. Let's maybe test it in single pair first. It's just faster. Okay. Come on. What the hell happened? Uh, okay, let's. No, I want them to simulate physics. Where is mass override? Maybe we just change its mass settings. It won't be. It won't like. Oh, it did. I kick it into oblivion. Uh, okay, my question is why when I'm clicking nothing happens? Testing is always the most difficult part. May I ask your advice regarding post-processing shaders? You may, and I will not answer because I don't know nothing about it. There's like a lot of things I don't know. Like I don't know anything about Niagara systems and how to program them and make them. I don't know anything about materials even up to today, and I don't know much about post-processing. It's just a lot I don't know. Hmm. Okay, I want to print this, and there was one more question. How's it going? Slow. I really hoped that I'll be finished by this hour. Okay, Landscape 4, cool story. Test Pistol 1. Why pickup item didn't trigger? Can What the hell? Ooh, because the item is not stackable. So there might be a huge bug I have somewhere in here or in here. No, not here. Or in here. Pick up item. Stackable. False. Set item ownership. Inventory get container. Attach actor. Okay. Where do we change items visibility? Where do we call hide item? We do it here immediately. Hide on pickup. Pickup item, hide on pickup. Hide on pickup true. Okay. And here, uh-huh. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Uh, what if this is cast to skeletal mesh component? Mm, simulate physics. It's the same primitive component function. Okay. So it is a primitive component, so that's okay. Cast failed. Print string. Root component is not primitive component. In this case, we cannot change its simulation state, and we just set actor visibility and collision. Okay. Is that the problem? No. Starting to annoy me. Okay, let's do it in new window. I want to see exactly what's happening. Actor has tag item. No. What? Where do we add this tag item? Okay, match tag gets owner, add default item actor tag. Default item. Okay, so why this begin play doesn't seem to trigger? Does those items even test rifle? Do they even have an ID? They have this, they have item ID. Okay, component tags are here. Let's see actor tags. What? What did I do wrong? Why did it take the first tag and add it there? Okay. Yeah, that's definitely my mistake. Get owner tags default item actor tag and its item. Did I change that? How? Where? When? Um, I did! Oh my god. I did. This has to be, I don't know, hidden or something? Oh, yeah, it wasn't an item, therefore I couldn't interact with it. And I still can't interact with it, but it is an item at least now. At least it should be. Unless I change them here. Of course I did. Item and item. And I forgot about one very important thing. Item name. Yeah, there is no item name. Oh. Mm, okay. Where is it? Inventory component, item component. We need a new variable called item name, and we want to be text because this way, okay, default actor tag is internal. We're not touching that. Mm, okay. Okay, now we have rifle 556 millimeter, and we have pistol 9 millimeter. By the way, I do know that AK-47 is not 556. I don't care. Mm, okay, I can pick them up at least now. So I do have them picked up, and they stopped simulating physics and they disappeared. And now on 5, I can drop them. And they do get dropped properly. Okay. Let's have a bunch of them. Let's see if they are non-stackable as they should be. Yeah. Okay, and now 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Uh, whoops. Yeah, if I just touch them, they get catapulted into oblivion. Okay. You know what they should do? They should completely ignore player as collision goes. So let's go here. Let's go into collision settings and let's say custom and block world static dynamic block pound and physics bodies ignore, or maybe block vehicles ignore and destructible ignore. In pound they can overlap maybe, and the vehicles could overlap as well. Okay, now if I set this, I can walk through them at the least, which helps. Mm, I lost one rifle somewhere. I don't understand how. Now one pistol. Okay, yeah, it went through the ground. Yeah, the collision on those actors is actually terrible after thinking about it, especially for the rifle. But I don't care. What I want to do now is now I want to have very specific equipment actions on those weapons. And I'm thinking, should I have them to get put in slot on pickup? Yeah, probably. Let's do it like this. So on item pickup, I want to say get item in slot. And I want to get my slot. It's not called slot. It's called item type. Ah, ha! That's kind of useless. How can I solve this issue the fastest? Like, what is the easiest way to do it? We might have items that are of type that we want to have a singular item of that type. Okay, that is for sure. Because this item type, uh, item weapon secondary. Okay, so what is it called? Item type. So I have to get item type. Matches tag. Tag 2 is primary. Or it's secondary. So if it's primary, then make literal gameplay tag. Equipment slot primary. So basically, if it's primary, then I want to get item in slot. If there is item in slot primary, I want to drop this item. Calculate drop transform and just drop item. Yes, and that's okay. And we again have spaghetti. So this is then you drop item, and then you take us and you equip in slot pretty much. So we take this and say equip equip item. So we self-equip, and we are equipping in slot, which is the primary weapon slot. Oh, I have to go here, get, no, here, get item in slot. This shouldn't be passed by reference. Thank you. So if I go back here, I don't have to do this anymore. I can just say slot primary primary weapon. Okay. Drop and drop. If false, then we just go into equipping. Uh, an on drop item we should unequip. So let's make sure it goes into unequip. Okay, inventory. Ah. This is annoying. It would be so easier if I can just limit items in my inventory instead of equipment. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a break. Someone is trying to call me for like fifth time in a row at least. I'm gonna be back probably later again.